let's get annoyed again. So what you're looking at, ladies and gentlemen, is from some kind of pride event. And I swear, first time I saw this, I thought it was a joke. Like, not just a joke, but like something done on purpose on Photoshop, just to trigger the Christians type of thing. So that's what I wrote. I wrote that it has to be a Photoshop thing, right? Like, there's no way this is actually a thing now during Pride events. Please tell me this was Photoshopped by some guy. But then again, looking at it, I mean, I know there are people that are really talented with Photoshop, but look at the bends here in the word Satan. Like, you can see it's bending together with the rest of the flag. And there are people in the comments, I mean, I don't know, I've never taken part into a Pride event, to be honest, but there are people that do, and they said that this is a thing. In fact, they told me that this is apparently a group called the Temple of the Satanic Temple, the Temple of Satan, which is, the Satanic Temple, which, by the way, is different from the Church of Satan. They are two separate entities, they're two separate groups, and they freaking hate each other. I mean, what did you expect? Yeah, the Temple of Satan, the Satanic Temple, and the Church of Satan freaking hate each other. The Church of Satan is older. Temple of Satan is more modern. The reason why I find this is highly inappropriate, by the way. So what do I mean by that? It annoys me because it demonstrates the hypocrisy on people like this. So already it's not like we are expecting Satanists to act nicely. And before someone comes in the comments and tells me, oh, no, the members of the Satanic Temple, they don't actually believe in Satan, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. From a Christian perspective, they're still under the influence of. And if it's not from a Christian perspective, then even if this was a gigantic troll, all right? So the members of the Satanic Temple or the Church of Satan, I do believe some of them do actually believe in Satan, but whatever. Even if some of them or most of them don't, and it's just a troll to get it to the Christians because they hate the Christians, particularly the Christian nationalists, so much that they're like, aha, look at us. We're here supporting our LGBTQ brothers. No, you don't care about people who are gay, people who are transgender, people who are... You don't, because if you did, you wouldn't do this. Because you know that already there are people on the Christian side in this nation, in this country, that oppose the practices or the lifestyle of LGBTQ people. However, they don't hate them, right? There are Christians that hate the sin, don't hate the sinner. They're still nice to minorities. They are nice to people like this. They're welcoming. They have a good heart. But they believe in their religion, so they're not going to just take the Bible and ignore it because it offends you. No, they believe in their faith, but they are nice to whatever. Because, of course, if you're an atheist, you don't believe in my lifestyle choices. But if you're decent to me, I'm not going to hold that against you. I'm not going to expect an atheist to start believing now in the resurrection or believe in what I believe or thinking that my way of living as a practicing Christian is based true and the best way to live. I think you support secularism and whatever the heck it is that you support. And that's fine, because I look at the individual person. Are you a decent person? Are you a respectful person? Or are you hateful? And hateful people are, of course, in every group on the planet. Some groups have more hateful people than others. That's a fact, particularly when there is radicalization involved, but in general. So there is one group that is like this. And then there is one group that are, for instance, the people that I've seen some like Southern Baptist, I think they were, preachers that were actually advocating for shooting gay people in the back of the head, right? Those are not real Christians in my perspective. But how do you understand that by doing this, you are literally focusing a ray of extra hatred onto people that already have to deal with hatred? But you care about them? That's what you're trying to say? How about you keep the Satan out of this whole situation, because you are literally giving fuel to those people that are waiting for this. You know, it's kind of similar to the situation that happens when, like, I see people on the left defending Islam, and any criticism against Islam and its doctrine is Islamophobia, bigotry. Yet there are people in Islam that will throw a homosexual guy from the 9th floor of a building. So maybe a little critique of Islam, when it's in its extremist form, is not only overdue, but it should literally be the one thing that, whether it be a secular left-wing atheist or a conservative Christian nationalist, maybe that should be the one thing that we could agree on. Radical Islam is dangerous. But no, that's when you see, this happens because the hatred for Christianity is so high that it has prerogative and it overlaps any sympathy or alliance that these people may appear to have when you see the rainbow colors. Oh, look, the rainbows, they're so nice and inclusive. No, they're not, or they would avoid this because it could be dangerous. And I hate the hypocrisy of it. I hate the hypocrisy of it. At this point, sorry, but it's much better to deal with a Christian who does not believe in your lifestyle, but still treats you like a decent human being and wishes the best for you, isn't it? It's better to work with a Christian who's decent than a Satanist who shows the flag. Maybe the Christian won't show the flag. I'll never show a rainbow flag in my house. But if I meet you in any context, I will be decent with you. I will not treat you any differently. I will smile to you. We can play games together like I care about your personal. No, I only have problems with activists, particularly when it comes to the involvement of like children and transitioning stuff like that's where I'm going to draw the line. But what consenting adults do, it's none of my business. I don't care. I am that kind of person. But these people instead, they show the flag. So you're like, oh, see, it's an ally. Is it? Is it an ally? I say no. Subscribe. It's a similar situation to when we see this. So they say, describe this church using one word. And I say, church, ? Because to be honest, is this a church? I don't want to see any politics inside a church. Like, I don't want to see the LGBTQ flag right next to the cross while the priest is well, it's not even a priest, probably. This is some kind of pastor, I imagine. He's just waiting for them to finish this nonsense dance of politics. I don't want to see that just as much as I don't want to see MAGA hats and MAGA stuff everywhere and like pushing ice, whatever the heck, in a church. No, in a church I want to see the Bible. I want to see Jesus. I want to be preached the gospel. I want to go there to get out of the horrors of indoctrination of the world because I want to listen to the gospel. But look at this. This is an infiltration. She's laughing. She thinks she's doing a good thing. She's not. She's not. And you're not being inclusive and open-minded when you see this. You're allowing our faith to take compromises with the world. And that's not how it works. We need to keep it balanced because at the end of the day, I don't want this person to burn in hell. So if I tell this person, like some people do on my side, burn in hell, you will burn in hell, ha ha ha. Yeah, no. So make sure you don't let it radicalize you on that end, but at the same time, compromising, no. Absolutely not. This should not be in any church. Christian symbolism should. Tradition, faith. And if you're gay or you're transgender and you want to enter a Christian church, absolutely. Enter, sit, pray with us, 100%. Jesus welcomes everyone to repentance, though. And that's the faith. And if it offends you, then shouldn't it be more offensive for me to be fake about my faith and tell you, no, I don't believe that. Anyone can do whatever they want, cheat on your wife, do whatever you want. It's fine. It's all good. But that's not the faith. Because if you do that, you give them this, the next thing will be that you should really not say that Jesus was resurrected because it's offensive. You shouldn't say that. Maybe the 10 Commandments are going to become offensive. Maybe other Christian doctrine is going to become offensive. And, they're already removing everything. They started saying happy holidays because Merry Christmas. Don't say that. They did enforce it. No one ever blocked you from saying it, but the replacement of the expression clearly demonstrates intent. Because they're not replacing anything from anything else from any other religion. It's always targeted at Christians, isn't it? And the other one was AD, BC, AD. Let's remove it. Let's do BCE, CE. So little by little, they're infiltrating with their politics inside our religion to turn it upside down into an unrecognizable state, simply because it is offensive to them, the very fact that we have beliefs that don't coincide with their political doctrine. And to that, we need to stay firm and say no. Absolutely not. But anyways, this is the message that I had for today. Agree? Disagree? Let me know in the comments. Bye. Stay decent. If you appreciate my content so far and wish to help ensure my ability to continue to tell it how it is, regardless of any possible backlash, please support this channel on Patreon. Any support helps me and my team of academics keep the channel strong and gives us the means to fight back against the political rewriting of history. Stand with us, form the wall, defend the truth.